Welcome to another edition of Wrestle Talk with 3 Goofballs. I'm your host, Raylan, along with Pat and James. This episode, we are doing the NXT Predictions. We are predicting who we think will win and how we think things will play out for NXT come NXT TakeOver Brooklyn this weekend. We're going to get right into it. We're going to start off with NXT Predictions. Starting off the card is Velveteen Dream versus EC3. I have got EC3 because he's too new. Velveteen Dream, I don't know where they're going with this one, with Velveteen Dream. So EC3 is too new to kind of bury him for Velveteen. I don't think they could. This was a difficult match because I don't think that they should be facing each other. I don't even know who's the feast and the fail. I don't know who the face and the heel are because I mean you look at them and you could say one of them's a face, one of them's a heel, and you can look at it the opposite way. I've got EC3 just because he's too new to put under. Pat, who you got?
Well, I think you made a good point with him being too new, but also that works against him right now, and I got Velveteen Dream winning, actually, because if they don't go somewhere soon with Velveteen Dream, he's just going to fall off the face of the earth, and EC3 is new. I don't think give him a push just yet. No, don't do that. Make Velveteen Dream go up. I got Velveteen Dream. James, who do you got in this match?
You see, I got a saying when it comes to picking NXT takeovers: it's never pick Velveteen Dream, because
He has not won a takeover.
Yeah, he
This
never
is his
wins.
time. It's his time.
He's never won a
I want to say
takeover.
it's not his time because I think Velveteen is very close to getting called up to the main card. I don't
You
know.
think so?
I do think so.
I disagree with that. He's not ready.
I don't think he's ready.
I mean, personally, I don't think he's ready either, but I just get that sense that he's getting close to a main card. But even if you don't agree with that, you can't deny that EC3 is very new. They built him up, they hyped him up a lot.
Right.
And he didn't win the North American Championship ladder match back at NXT TakeOver back when it was in Mania, right?
It was Mania weekend, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I think they're going to give EC3 this victory over a guy like Velveteen Dream.
All right, well, now we're going to move on to the NXT Tag Team Championship. It is the Undisputed Era, who are the current champions, against Mustache Mountain. Now, me personally, I got Mustache Mountain winning this one. I don't know too much about them, but I do know that Mustache Mountain is very good to me. I like their matches that they put on.
Is it because you want to join Mustache Mountain?
I do. I really do. Secretly, I want to join Mustache Mountain. But yeah, I got them winning it. I got them. James, who do you got?
I'm going Undisputed Era. The only reason I'm saying that is because the tag team titles have been flip-flopped a lot between these two. And Mustache Mountain defeated Undisputed Era back in England, the UK, and then Undisputed Era beat them again. I think if Mustache Mountain defeats Undisputed Era again for the titles, then you have another rematch. I think it's going to. I think it's just too much flip flop between two teams with tag team titles.
Right, I agree with you on that one. I think Undisputed Era is going to win. James pretty much said it perfectly. You keep going back and forth. It's with any title.
Yeah.
You keep going back and forth with the title. You're just going to keep getting the same rematch.
Yeah.
Over and over and over again, and eventually it's going to get stale. I'm not saying these guys are stale yet, but
no.
But I mean, you don't want to push it out too long because then people get bored. People leave for matches.
It's like the Lesnar Reigns situation.
Yeah, people get bored. People don't want to see Lesnar Reigns anymore.
No,
but we're going to see it Sunday.
We'll talk about that match later.
Yeah.
But a match that we will see at SummerSlam weekend also is the NXT Women's Championship, as you're going to have the defending champion Shayna Baszler going against Kairi Sane. And this was a tough one for me because, I believe Kairi Sane was the first ever Mae Young Classic winner.
Yes.
So she got a pretty much the nod right from the get-go with her WWE career. But I have Shayna Baszler knocking off Kairi Sane.
I do too. I think this one, like James said, this was difficult for me too. I was so close to going with Kairi Sane. The only reason I'd go with Kairi Sane is for a Shayna Baszler call-up. But because coming up, again, later on we'll talk about SummerSlam predictions. But for a little while I was thinking Shayna Baszler is going to call up and interfere in the Raw Women's match because she's buddy with Rousey, but with the way she's been as a heel, I don't know what would have transpired in that match. But I don't think she's ready for a call up yet. I think they want to do a call up when the 4 horsewomen of UFC
I
are
agree.
ready to go. So I just went and said Shayna Baszler's going to retain and stay on NXT.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, and for once tonight, we agree on a match. I also have Shayna Baszler retaining against Kairi Sane. I think Kairi is very good. Don't get me wrong, but I don't see her winning this right now just because Shayna Baszler is just way too good
she's too
right
dominant.
now.
Yeah.
She's too dominant. If she can
Of course.
if she can cleanly beat, Ember Moon and just a bunch of other talent, because I honestly I can't remember who else she's.
Nikki Cross.
Nikki Cross,
Yeah, she did beat Nikki Cross,
Yeah.
which that was a very good match.
Oh, yeah, it was very entertaining to watch.
She's just too unbeatable right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what
can't
it's gonna
not
take.
You can't not give her the win.
And a
don't know what
quick
it's gonna
note
take.
about Shayna too, as you were talking about her calling up. I think now, like at this point in time, her character is starting to really finally develop upon the WWE universe. So I feel like a call up would be rushing that kind of development that her character desperately
Probably
needs.
Yeah.
because when she first debuted, if people didn't like her. Now people are really starting to get behind her.
I agree. I'm one of those people.
Me
I am
too. Yeah, I
I'm
agree
with you.
that.
I'm with you
Yeah.
on that one. Speaking of people, I'm behind.
Oh,
NXT North American Championship, Adam Cole Bebe versus Ricochet. I've got to go Adam Cole because Ricochet one is too new to really put a title on. What I did read is that there's potential that he's dealing with an injury going into NXT this weekend. So if it's serious enough, I mean, I still think that Adam Cole is going to retain. I think, and that goes along with Undisputed Era winning. They're still going to let them be a dominant tag team in NXT, the most dominant thing in NXT. So Adam Cole wins. Adam Cole retains. Ricochet, if he's dealing with injuries, takes some time off to deal with them. As we know, NXT records weeks in advance.
Mhm.
So he's obviously not going to be on NXT for a couple weeks if he is. But I think he wins. Adam Cole wins. And Ricochet, I mean, he's a good wrestler. I've watched him before.
oh yeah.
But I think Adam Cole retains.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you on that one. Adam Cole definitely retains. Ricochet, very entertaining to watch, very good. But like you said, if he is dealing with an injury, you can't put the title on him right now. You got to go with Adam Cole in this one. It'd be insane not to. James?
Well, I'm insane.
Oh,
You going
good
Ricochet?
I'm
God.
going Ricochet. Yeah, and and it was hard because when I was looking at this match, I'm like, you can make a case for either, because Adam Cole, he's to the point to where does he drop the title to Ricochet and then start a feud with Ciampa for an NXT title opportunity when Survivor Series rolls around, and I think that's the route they're going to go. I think Ricochet, phenomenal in-ring competitor. You were mentioning the injury. The reports I've been reading online is that it's not a very serious injury, but it's one that they were wanting to be cautious with.
I just saw this morning, the morning of the recording, Sunday. So I didn't really look into it,
Yeah,
but I did see that he was dealing with some nagging injuries.
yeah, and that's what I read too. So I mean, if it's just nagging injuries and it's
It's
nothing
just very
severe,
minimal.
yeah, minimal injury. I mean,
Right.
Ricochet is kind of in the same boat as EC3, but just Ricochet just has an in-ring. He just does a lot of these crazy maneuvers.
Yes.
But my main reasoning behind this pick is I think Adam Cole is ready for a NXT title run. And I think if anyone's going to knock off Ciampa for the title, it's going to be Adam Cole.
Well, I mean, James just gave us who. James just pretty much told us who he thinks is going to win an NXT champion, the NXT championship.
So you want me to go
Saturday.
ahead and explain why I picked?
No.
It's the next match on the card. You want me to go
Fine,
ahead?
might as well. James, who you got?
Well, all right, we all know I got Ciampa.
Oh, really?
I got Ciampa. It's in the last man standing match for the NXT title, and for those if you don't know, it's going to be Tommaso Ciampa versus Johnny Gargano in the last man standing match.
Okay, let me stop you real quick. You think they're going to go face versus or heel versus heel? Because Adam Cole's a heel.
I think Adam Cole's a heel, but
He's a face attraction.
he's a face
But
attraction.
so isn't Ciampa right now. He's not
I-
as big as a face attraction as Gargano,
No.
but
Well, it's kind of like it's kind of the same situation with Velveteen EC3. It's the same situation.
I'll give you an explanation for my pick here in a
But
minute.
I think when it comes down to Ciampa and Gargano, this match has to end. I love the feud. It's been a really good feud. Unfortunately, Black is not able to compete in this match, so it kind of takes away from it.
So
and the
instead of
triple
it being a
threat.
triple threat match, it is
I
now,
was really looking forward to
it
that
is
triple
now-
threat match.
Yeah, I was too, but it is
Yeah.
now a last man standing match.
So
Right.
I think this is the perfect time to end that feud. They're both 1-1 on each other. End the feud, and let Ciampa and Cole go at it.
Wrong.
Wrong.
I totally disagree. I got Ciampa winning, but I say let the feud continue. Don't disperse of that feud. That's a good feud. That's really entertaining to watch. Why would you want to get rid of something?
It's a Kevin
that's-
Owens, Sami Zayn type feud. You
Yeah.
don't want to do it forever. You don't want to do it continuously.
Okay, maybe
Do
you're
it while it's
misunderstanding
hot.
what I'm saying.
But you want
For
them
the
to fight
NXT
forever.
days, end it. So that way, when they both come on the main card,
We
you
don't know
have
when they
something
are,
there.
though. We don't know when they
Yeah,
are.
we
though.
don't know when they're.
Well, I mean, but that's the same thing they with Kevin and
Because
Sami. I mean,
right now they're the more veteran two
and I agree.
of NXT.
Yes.
And they're right now some of these guys are too new. Like I consider Adam Cole still kind of new.
Yeah.
Adam Cole is new.
These guys are too new for Ciampa and Gargano to really get the push now.
Yeah.
I mean, it could happen, but I doubt it. It's probably not going to happen until at least Survivor Series, at least one of them anyway.
I mean, time will tell what happens with it. But I mean,
Yeah.
for my opinion, for my taste, I'm not saying end the feud for good.
Just end it for now.
End it for now till they get to the main card because that'd be a great Mania
Because like
match.
I said, Kevin and Sami never just continued a rivalry forever. They took breaks and
Yeah.
Exactly, and that's kind of what I want. They really haven't taken a break from this
Right.
feud
Yeah.
in almost over a year.
I've got Gargano.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But for this sake only. Because Gargano goes on. Well, I mean, it kind of defeats the purpose of Adam Cole winning the NXT North American Championship. So I'm going to change. I'm
You
going to
can't change.
Yes, you can't give him a chance.
I'm changing my NXT North American Championship pick.
Okay.
And I think it's going to be Ricochet for this purpose.
Okay.
Adam Cole goes on to face Johnny Gargano
Any heel versus face.
in a heel versus face. And Ciampa screws Gargano during that match.
I
And
see
Adam
it,
Cole wins.
but I see it, but nah. Nope.
But then, so based on what your prediction is, and what your gut feeling is that they're going to continue this feud on the NXT level by having Ciampa screw Gargano.
At the next takeover. So next takeover, it's going to be Gargano versus Adam Cole. Adam Cole is going to try go up against Gargano for the NXT Championship.
Okay.
Ciampa's going to screw Gargano. Adam Cole's going to be new NXT champion. And then, I mean, you go from there. To me, that's the best way to put the NXT.
I agree.
If they're ready to put the NXT Championship on Adam Cole, that's the only way to do it.
But
Are they ready to do that?
That's
I
the
don't
question.
think
Are
they
they
are.
ready?
I don't think
Right
they are.
now, I think they are.
I think they are too. I think
I don't think.
I think
so.
they're. Actually, I probably think they're ready to call Adam Cole up. So I don't know.
Adam Cole is. I mean, right now you look on the NXT roster. He's got to be the next section of call ups.
The only
Gotta be,
reason
yeah,
he's not been called up yet is because Undisputed Era isn't ready yet.
Yeah.
As a whole, like
As
the
a whole,
other members
isn't
aren't ready.
ready yet.
No, but
Well, they could do something like what Sanity did and leave Nikki Cross behind, and then have them just go on, like Adam Cole go on.
Well, no, because
to the
Adam
main
Cole
roster, and
is the
then-
face of Undisputed Era. Even though he's kind of
Yeah.
off by himself, he's kind of rogue on it. He's still the biggest face.
I
Right,
for
but they could
Undisputed
do
Era.
something like that, and it would make sense.
I could see that.
yeah. But I can.
I kind of hope they do.
But I don't know about you two, but I kind of get the sense that the WWE is trying to make the Undisputed Era the modern day evolution.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah,
I do too. I'm not saying I hate
love
it.
Yeah,
love
But
it.
what I'm saying is, if that's where we don't know if that's where they're going, but that's my gut feeling. And if that's if my prediction comes true with that, they have to all come up at the same time.
And that'll do it for this take on our NXT predictions. We went over it a little bit briefly, I know, but we still gave pretty good predictions overall, I'd say. But I guess we'll have to wait and see once NXT comes to an end. I am Pat, alongside me is Rayson and James, and thank you for listening to our NXT Predictions show.